If gusto mo magkaroon ng unfair advantage by knowing kung ano yung nangyayari right now in China in terms of business and AI, then this video is for you.
So how far ahead of China do you think we are in terms of AI development at this point?
Depending on which layer of the stack, but overall, I would say we're not far ahead.
Right now, ituturo ko yung 3 things na discover ko doon. And yung pangatlo is going to be the most important, that number 1 and number 2 will be useless kapag hindi mo siya in-apply. So here are the 3 things na na-discover ko when going to China and seeing the top companies like Alibaba, Baidu. I went to Xiaomi. We also went to Ichi para silang Netflix and YouTube of China, and a whole lot more top companies doon that are doing billions in revenue. So here are the 3 things na natutunan ko. Number 1, it is the number 1 AI company in China is called Baidu. So si Baidu, it's kinda like Google. So ano si Google? Si Google is a search engine. So ganun din si Baidu. Isn't it that Google has all of the data? Meron siyang search engine, buong internet, YouTube. Basically, it knows everything. Kaya sila nagdo-dominate, kaya si Baidu nagdo-dominate right now in terms of AI at wala nakaka-catch up. It's because it has all of the data. So what does this mean? Si Google right now, they call it the sleeping giant. And it's now starting to wake up. Ang daming lumabas. Nano Banana in terms of AI photo generation tool. Gemini 3, so powerful to the point na si OpenAI or ChatGPT nanginig sa ano yung nangyari. So what does this mean for us? So instead of what does this mean for us? It means kung sinong company ang mag-subscribe tayo, then yun ang kung saan tayo nagbe-bet in the future. Bakit? It's because kung ano yung kunyari, nag-subscribe ka sa ChatGPT, it's as if you are subscribing your company na dun magi-invest yung mga workflow mo, projects mo, history mo, dun siya umaasa. Kaya if you are going to subscribe to an app or subscription, I suggest it's Google. Because Google is going to be the most powerhouse of AI in the next coming months or years. Doon ka mag-invest ng workflow mo, projects mo, doon mo i-build yung company mo. Pansinin mo, Google Docs, Google Sheets, all the Google Workspace, you can't live without it. Ganon din mangyayari. Si OpenAI or ChatGPT, it needs to be profitable dun sa kanyang $20 subscription. Pero si Gemini or yung Google ecosystem, it doesn't need to be profitable kay Gemini 3. And that's why it's very dangerous. Kumikita talaga si Google sa mga ads. So, imagine mo, ang dami niyang nilalabas na mga free tools na mas powerful pa than any AI tool na nakikita mo. So ako, I'm a big believer of Google. Mag-all-in ka doon if meron kang pipiliin. So that's number 1, choosing the right ecosystem for your company. Kasi the moment na nagbago yung pricing, tapos nakaipit doon lahat ng workflow mo, you are going to suffer and mahirapan ka mag-migrate. Number 2, remember this, AI is not just automation and it's not just producing more output. But really, AI now is about personalization. Mafe-feel mo na talaga na yung product na to para sa'yo. Why does that matter? Sa China, they are now creating 60,000 products every single day ang nila-launch nila. So just imagine the competition na nangyayari doon. So, it has been reported na more competition, ang ginagawa na ng mga companies doon are niching down. So ano yung tsura pag nag-niche down na yung isang company? So what happens there is, yung isang company na nag-niche down na is mas nagiging, let's say, coffee pero pang music lovers na pang men. Yun lang, isang small niche lang yung ginagawa nila. Ganun na din yung nangyayari with products and services. The more personalized it is, the more people will feel, oh, this is mine. Mas nag-identify na sila doon. Here's an example. Dinedevelop na ngayon that in China, madidetect na nila yung blood, sweat mo, madidetect na nila lahat yan para malaman kung ano yung mga bawal sa'yo, allergy sa'yo, and heck, ano yung coffee na pinaka-best flavor for you. Yan na ang mga nangyayari sa China. So, AI needs more data so that it produces more output, more personalization. So in your company, ang dapat mong gawin is getting more and more and more data. If hindi ka kumukuha ng data, then you are going to get left behind by a company na sobrang dialed in yung data ng customer, data ng mga products, ano mga binibili sa kanila, pati hindi, data ng market. So yan ang pinakamaging advantage mo, is getting and collecting data. Whoever has the data, siya ang mananalo, because data right now is kinda like the oil back then. So, right now, that was number 2. And if you're getting a lot of value sa video na to, then click the subscribe button. Makakatulong talaga sa channel na to. And click the notification button para ma-update ka sa next na mga videos. Because I'm on a mission to help Filipino companies, business owners, na matulungan ng Pilipinas para maging first world country tayo. And hopefully, mag-follow tayo sa China. Kahit madaming mga nagagalit sa politics ng China and all, wala pa rin kaya tumalo sa kanilang business acumen. So, isa yun sa mga mabibring or makukuha natin or ma-emulate natin galing sa kanila. Number 3, ito na, if hindi mo i-follow itong third principle na to, natutunan ko in China, wala lahat ang 1 and 2. So, listen to this closely. Ito na yung magiging make or break ng company mo. Number 3 is speed is everything. Just like na-mention ko, they're launching 60,000 products a day and 150 plus million yung pinapadala nila a day in parcels. Sa atin nga, ilang tens of thousands ang pinapadala natin na parcels a day. And ang dami nilang mga nil-launch na new products, new services, new offers. So you have to have the mindset that speed is everything. A company that tests one thing in every 30 days versus a company that tests every 2-3 days, nag-launch ng bagong offer, maybe create a new event, a new service every 3 days. Imagine mo yung data na nako-collect nila, nalalaman nila what not to do, and ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin pa. So, versus a company na every 30 days na nag-ship, ang nangyayari doon sa mga companies na yon is after 30 days pa nila malalaman what to do and what not to do. So, yan ang maging unfair advantage mo, speed. So, that's why AI is going to be very important. You need to be able to write this down, a lean and agile team. What is lean? Onte. What is agile? Mabilis gumalaw, mabilis mag-fail, mabilis makakuha ng data, and mabilis sila matututo. So, stop hiring so much right now. Make sure that your team is focused on AI first. AI empower mo yung mga team mo na thinkers, no? Sila yung mga nag-strategize, sila yung mga nag-iisip ng bagong tools and workflows para mapaganda pa yung process ng company mo. You need to be able to start creating an AI-empowered culture. Again, that's an AI-empowered culture. Kasi if wala pang AI empowerment sa team mo and a new person comes in, tapos nakuha nila yung old mindset, mas palala lang ng palala yung team and culture mo na walang mag-AI versus your very core team right now na AI empower na sila, they're searching for their own tools. Meron na silang bagong workflows nila. Nakikita nila how AI is an assistant or their mini interns na pwede nilang gamitin. Iba yung magiging mindset nila, iba yung speed nila. And the moment new people come in, ang mangyayari sa kanila is mai-influence nila yung mga bagong dadating. So, remember to have new AI tools, AI workflows, AI mindset dun sa team mo. If wala yan, mahihirapan ka scaling in the next coming year. So, those are the 3 things na natutunan ko in China. Number 1, it's choosing the right ecosystem. Choose Google. Number 2, it's about personalization. So, start collecting data from your customers, market your product. And number 3 is speed is everything. Kailangan may lean and agile team ka that are AI empowered, fast to take action, fast to fail, fast to learn. So, those are the 3 things I discovered in China. So, if you want to be able to get notified dun sa next video ko, then click the subscribe button and hit the notification button. Support natin yung channel to, guys, para matulungan natin yung Philippines to become a first world country. Thank you so much, everybody.